I know I said I was gonna upload a lot more videos this month, um, and so far I've only uploaded one. So clearly I lied, but I tried making one for August 30th because August 30th was the birthday of one of my friend's little ones, and I hit the same exact roadblock that I hit when I was making the birthday video for my friend, where no matter how hard I tried to talk about them, to describe them, to from like remembering the first day that I got to meet them, like actually talk to them, even though it was only through their mom's headset. But I tried, but I just find myself lacking the proper vocabulary to properly talk about them. That's why even though back in March 10th of this year, I promised that I was gonna make a whole video talking about how incredible my friend is. And I mean, even now I'm still using the word incredible, but like the reason why I haven't gotten around to do that is because I just find my words to be incredibly lackluster. They feel almost meaningless. They don't feel right. They don't feel like they're enough. It doesn't feel like I'm doing them justice through my mere simple vocabulary. Uh, so that's the reason why I haven't gotten around to doing that. But I actually have been writing about my friend, and I am finding the words to be able to describe them, even if it's mostly just metaphors. But I am getting there. However, that's not what I wanted to talk about tonight. What I wanted to talk about tonight is that today at 12:48 p.m. was when my friend and I reunited. Um, this morning of this day was when I woke up to a message from my friend asking me for help. Yes, because once again, I used to always help them out whenever they needed financial aid. And so I woke up to a message from them saying that, but also them saying that they missed me. I'll try to see if I can upload the screenshot to PlayStation through my phone and add it to the video so that I can show you guys the message my friend sent me. Um, but yeah, today, this morning was when my friend and I reunited after not talking for maybe an entire year. And I just wanted to talk about that. I wanted to talk about how it made me feel about just like the relief, but also pain that I felt in my chest. I remember the night before September 17th, I was reading a book, uh, the eighth, the eighth novel in a series that I've been following probably since like 2022, I want to say. And literally that week, the book was released, and I was reading it. And on September 17th, I was finishing the book, and I didn't finish it until like 4 a.m. of September 18th, because at the time I wasn't working. I didn't have a job, so I could go to sleep as late as I wanted. And the book deals with the two main characters who are best friends. At the final chapter of the seventh novel, they fall apart because one of the characters told the other one that they loved them, that they wanted to be more than just friends, basically. And the other one wasn't sure how to respond because they've always been like a very closed off, typical cliche character um, that is kind of like that. And the book is also like horror-ish, not like terrifying horror, but like it's like a little scary, I guess, for people who can't really handle scary things. But it's really well written, and how like the romance of the book doesn't completely overtake it. It's still a book mainly of horror with some love tapped into it. And on the eighth book, the eighth novel that I was reading, the week that my friend came back to me, um, the one character who was always closed off, they go through like this entire journey running into this and that and this kind of monster and just like all these crazy things. And then finally, in the final chapter, that the chapter I finished reading on September 18th, like at 4 a.m. once again, they reunite. The character goes to the other character's house and they ask them if they can talk. And that's all that the chapter is. Like since literally the beginning of the novels, it's been mostly action. We haven't even seen any of the characters' house until now. So the fact that the final chapter of the eighth novel was just them coming together, sitting down and just talking things out was just mind blowing to me. And the way that they talk things out, the way that they express each other's feelings, fears, hopes, and all these things, like what they would want from each other, and what they need from each other, and what they want each other to understand, and all these things. It was honestly really nice. And I remember going to sleep crying that night because I remember wishing desperately that my friend and I could reunite as well. And and lo and behold, literally once again that morning when I woke up like at 12:48, there it was. A message from my friend saying that they missed me and that they wanted to hear from me again. I don't believe in like, you know, God, religion, this or that or whatever you want, but I genuinely believe that at least once in your life, one of your wishes, one of your dreams, one of your hopes has to come true. And mine did that day. My dream came true that my friend reached back out to me saying exactly what I wanted to hear from them. I just didn't have the strength to actually fight to maintain that wish, that dream. But that's another topic for another time as well. It's been 2 years since that happened. 2 years since my friend reached out. 2 years since we were connected. 2 years since they made a playlist, for me, for us. Uh, uh, Once again, for us, music is incredibly important. So we always made playlists for each other. Like we have 5 playlists together. And so that was just incredible to me. But I honestly find it disheartening that I'm not breaking down right now. I find it surprising. I find it disappointing even. A year ago, I remember I was absolutely breaking down, crying, sobbing, desperately wishing that somehow my words would reach my friend. And right now, I'm just here, pacing in circles still, yes, but I'm able to talk about it a little bit more than I was back then. And and it's not because I'm healing, it's not because I'm getting better. I'm beyond that point, I'm beyond saving. I'm just genuinely so tired. I Once again, I cried for a year and 3 months straight. Since I lost my best friend, I cried until I got a job in late March this year. I cried every single day, and not just like small tears here or there. I mean, crying, sobbing, like everything, just barely being able to breathe because of how hard I was crying. And don't get me wrong, I still do cry every now and then when I talk about them, when I come home to just an empty building, when I eat alone, when I see them post things on social media and I see how bright their smile is, brighter than when they were with me. Like all those things, they do still bring me to tears. But the fact that today doesn't hurt as much anymore, it shows to me that I've begun to accept the fact that my friend and I will never be anything ever again. And that's pretty disheartening. Of course, I don't want to spend the entire rest of my life mourning. I'd rather spend it with my friend. But if I had to choose in between, feeling absolutely nothing and bawling my eyes out every single day, well, I would rather feel something than just be like this, dead on the inside, for the lack of better words. And I honestly don't know what to do. I don't know what else I can say. I've written so many letters to my friend. I've sent some out to them. I've posted some of them in social media. Like I said, maybe I'll start reading them here in these videos too. I I really just don't know what to do. And once again, I am beginning to accept the fact that my friend and I will just never be anything ever again. And I hate that. I despise that. It just goes to show how weak I am. How instead of fighting, I just choose to give up. To accept it and just keep drifting down the river of life and whatnot, right? I honestly do still remember the joy I felt on that day though. Today, 2 years ago. Once again, just the relief, the relief and the joy from the fact that my friend told me that they missed me too. But it also made my chest ache because if I was in pain, crying every now and then because of how much I missed them, then that means that they too were in pain, yearning, maybe even crying because they missed me too. And and at the time I couldn't picture myself ever hurting my friend. So thinking about the fact that the mere thought of me made them miss me, brought them pain, I remember that made me feel pretty guilty too. To think I went from never being able to imagine myself hurting my friend to just straight up choosing to do it, straight up choosing to hurt them and destroy everything we built. I just, I mean, I know what led me to do that, but just why? Why did I do that? But that is all I wanted to talk about tonight, really. Today marks our 2 year anniversary since we reconnected, my friend. Do you remember it? Do you remember what you said to me in that message? Do you remember how you felt at the time? Do you wonder what we would be doing today if things had worked out? I know I do, but you have your new partner, and obviously you are a family now, so I doubt you even thought of today as anything special. Probably today was just another regular day to you, spending it with your family. Or maybe today was a special occasion, but for a completely different reason than mine. I don't know. I just hope you all had a good day. I wonder if you're starting to forget about me. I wonder if you still remember how to say my name, or how you used to say it at least. I wonder if you ever think about all our hopes and our dreams. I wonder if the songs I dedicated to you and the songs you dedicated to me, do you still listen to them? Do you dedicate them to your new partner? I wonder. I can't help but wonder. Regardless, 2 years later, I am still here, my friend. Meanwhile, you've kept moving forward with your life. Meanwhile, you've already gone so far. I am still here waiting. Watching from 700 miles away. Regardless, I am glad for you. I am happy for you. It's good to see that you are making it in life, my friend. That you are getting everything I ever wanted for you. I am glad. Please, take good care of yourself. Take good care of your partner. Take good care of your girls. Just take good care of each other. I am sorry, my friend. I still care about you. I still miss you. And I still love you. Good night, my friend.